Varsity Media proudly welcomes you to Pittsford-Sutherland High School, where tonight it's the regular season finale, the rivalry game between the Knights of Sutherland and the Vikings of Pittsford-Mendon. As we look at the beautiful skyline of Rochester, New York, we're glad you're with us here tonight on Varsity Media. My name is Gene Battaglia. Joel Balthaser, our guest here tonight on Color Commentary. And Joel, it's always fun when these two schools get together because imagine you are playing at the youngest of ages in club, and now you get to modified, and here you are, a lot of seniors tonight on both sides, players that have known each other for years. This is going to be a lot of fun.
It's always fun when these two schools face off, and this is our sixth matchup this week of Mendon versus Sutherland. It's hard to believe, but 6 times and this is the finale of those 6 matchups. And like you said, these kids play together all off season, and they know each other, and they see each other all year round. And when they get on the field, throw the records out, and they just go at it. It's always a good game.
The head coach for the Knights of Sutherland, Sean Hopkins, and the Knights coming in tonight with an 8-1-1 record, including a 2-1 victory earlier this week back on Monday. And that was a game where, boy, they say play to the final minute, and that is exactly what Sutherland did, scoring late in the first and late in the second, and they pull out the 2-1 win over Mendon. So certainly that's going to be something on the minds tonight of those Mendon players. Mark Hurley, the head coach of the Vikings, who is in his 5th season with the team. So that we'll have some highlights, by the way, coming up at the first mask break here midway through the first half. If you missed that game back on, I believe it was Monday night. Yes.
Yeah, Monday night.
Yeah, at Thornell Park, and that was certainly a good win for Sutherland. Mendon coming in at 5-2-3. They're coming off a tie with Arcadia at 1-1. Meanwhile, Sutherland, their last game, a 6-0 win over Canandaigua. In fact, this is a Sutherland team that in their last 9, they are unbeaten after the opening season loss to Greece Athena 3-2.
Yeah, certainly a lot of confidence coming into this game, and they're playing well.
Well, we will pause here as we take a moment to honor our great nation with the playing of the National Anthem. Well, we're ready for soccer, and I think it goes without saying we wish you were here. That is certainly the parents. Each student-athlete allowed 2 parents or 2 passes each, so this would normally be packed, but we're happy to provide this service to you, and we'll do our best here tonight, Joel. This is, like we said, this is going to be a lot of fun, and we're glad you're with us here tonight on Varsity Media.
Yeah, well said. I mean, normally when these two teams play, the stands are packed. It's loud. You hear the student section for both schools on opposite sides going back and forth. But, you know, the time we live in, and like you said, 2 parents or 2 fans per player, still a good crowd. It looks like most of those are here. Those 2 per player are allowed. But hopefully a lot of you are watching at home and ready for a good match.
Yeah, absolutely. As we take a look at tonight's starting goaltenders, first for the visitors from Mendon, no surprise, once again, they're going to go with their senior, and he's seen all but 3 minutes in goal this year. That's Milan Blakeman. So Blakeman getting the call tonight, a senior. He's wearing number 1. For Pittsford, the Knights of Sutherland, it's been a few different players tonight, but you're going to go certainly with the guy who is leading the team in saves. That's also a senior, Nicholas Lundberg. Lundberg wearing number 2. As we go back to that game on Monday night at Thornell Park, Dom Tabachian with the goal in the 5th minute gave Mendon a 1-0 lead, but it was Ryan Petrone coming at minute number 39 right before the end of the first half. And that tied the game at 1. And then wouldn't you know, in the 79th minute, and if you're not familiar with Section 5 or New York State high school soccer, there are 80 minutes. So 79th minute for Dylan Kladstrom, and that was it.
Yeah, you really don't expect anything less between Mendon and Sutherland. And we will take a look, as you mentioned, at the first mass break at those highlights. Some great goals, great individual goal scored in that game, so we'll bring you those highlights the first chance we get. Mass break.
Yeah, absolutely. As the Mendon Knights in the home navy uniforms with the gold trim. The Knights, again, coached by Sean Hopkins. The Vikings in the road whites here tonight. And this is this time of year in Rochester. That game we brought to you on Varsity Media Monday night from Thornell Park. You can punch that up on YouTube, by the way, if you want to watch that back. And it was a little windy, a little cold. You could see some snow, kind of.
Oh yeah.
You know, just a little flurry action there. But today, beautiful. Our game time temperature 65 degrees here tonight. And I brought the warm woolies here, and you're in shorts. See,
Yeah.
like we're going two different paths.
Take advantage, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Last day of regular season, and it's beautiful out.
Now, that is one thing we can be happy for today. As we are waiting, the official signals up to the press box. And we're letting them know the clock is ready. We are ready to go. And it will be the Vikings to start out. On the near side, this will be Damani. Akil Damani will push it back. 27, Ian Bowen. As that feed trying to go back to Damani. Damani chasing it down. It goes out of bounds. Bowen headed to the near side, and Bowen will try this again. Now to the far side this will go. That's 19, Eric Wang. We'll watch that go out of bounds. And chasing it down, Brady Albright for the Vikings. Albright along the far side. That's 22, Simon Goldstein, getting the start tonight. We're only in the 2nd minute if you're just logging on. Haven't missed anything. Gene Battaglia, Joel Balthaser, Varsity Media. Glad to bring this to you tonight. And Alekia Doyne pushing it ahead. This is for Waldman. Nice feed, and that's going to go through to the keeper. And cleaning that one up will be Blakeman.
Good early opportunity there for Sutherland there.
Blakeman showing his leg, gets it near midfield. Contested ball. And Blakeman, he'll pick it up and reset here. Right about where it was before. 29, Henry Leahy was in there for the Sutherland Knights. On the far side this goes. To the corner, that's to Caesar. Sending it ahead, and it's in. That's going to be 14. Dylan Kladstrup with the goal. And it's 1-0 here in the 3rd minute.
Yeah, Dylan, one of the leaders on this team, just takes advantage of a great ball. And just over the keeper's head as we take a look at the replay. But just a great start if you're Southern. Like, great ball and a great finish here. Just over the goalie's hands and hammered home by Kladstrup.
For Kladstrup, that is his team-leading 11th goal of the season. Talking to Sean Hopkins earlier in the season, and certainly he is a player that has the ability and probably will play Division I soccer, Kladstrup. It's just right now, there is a halt on all recruiting. So we're kind of in a holding pattern, and Kladstrup's not alone on that. Division I coaches are not allowed to recruit until January now with the pandemic.
Yeah, he's one of those players so dangerous with the ball. Every time he draws a crowd, he gets the ball around the net, and as we see off the ball, just as impressive.
Yeah, that was just from some very smart play to read that, head it in, 1-0. Here's an opportunity going in, trying to make it 2-0. Another goal, and there he is, Kladstrup. Again, 2-0, Sutherland.
What a start for the Knights. You couldn't script this any better.
We'll give the assist to Eric Wang on this. Kladstrup.
Looked like maybe a funny hop got through the defender, and Kladstrup there just to poke one through. So 2 goals in the first, not even 4 minutes of play.
Yeah, Kladstrup at minute number 3, and then minute number 4. Now, if this were hockey, if he gets the next one, it would be called the natural hat trick. That would be a great way to cap a great career here at Sutherland. Plenty of time for Mendon to get back into this one. Again, we're only in the 4th minute here. And now Mendon advancing on the far side. And then just watching that roll out of bounds will be Lundberg. First time Nicholas Lundberg has touched the ball tonight. 2-0, Sutherland with the quick lead.
I'm going to take a quick peek again at that first goal. What a great cross. And the finish there by Kladstrup. And what a start for the Knights.
On the far side, that'll be 19, Eric Wang. So I think we learned, got to keep an eye on 14, as there he is on the near side. Battling for it is Wang. Sutherland defense trying to get it out. That'll be Jeremiah Anandadarja. That is an honor to wear the number 9 at Pittsford-Mendon. He is the captain. Number 4, Henry Waldman. Coming up now, Henry Leahy. Leahy, Kladstrup cutting down the middle. 2 defenders around Leahy. And this play is still alive, believe it or not, is Kladstrup trying to dribble his way through. Still alive to the near side, and then booted out of there.
Good job on defense there by the Vikings. Kladstrup made a couple moves, but Mendon defense wasn't biting, able to clear that one out.
5 minutes gone by, and if you're just logging on, you missed 2 goals by number 14, Dylan Kladstrup, at the 3rd minute and the 4th minute. Second goal assisted by Wang. Kladstrup will come up with it, pushes it to the far side, where it'll be Wang.
You see the speed over there on that left side.
Clearing attempt still in progress here, and now finally bringing it ahead will be the Vikings. Just trying to get a possession going and then trying to thread the needle, as that was number 7, Sarbadak, back behind the defense. Could not get it to him. Sarbadak. And down low, but that'll be kicked out of there by the Sutherland defense. Blakeman, he's just going to punt that, essentially. And he'll get near the football 30-yard line. This is going to go all the way back through, and Lundberg shows off his leg as well.
Good job by both keepers coming out and making a play on those dangerous balls.
Lundberg will play it safe. Nicholas Lundberg, 23 saves on the season, and he will send this ahead. Headed, and a nice play, and trying to get behind the defense. That was Damani. Cladstrip trying to take it away. He's been everywhere tonight. Sarbaduk sends it to the opposite side of the field. Now here come the Vikings. Quickly out of there, though. And Blakeman will just calmly field that. Milan Blakeman boots it near midfield. Headed by 27, Ian Bowen. And then Darjara to the far side. And he'll be kicked out of bounds.
You look over that far side of the field, it's really hard not to just gaze off into that sunset
I
here.
was just thinking.
It is the best view here in Sutherland. You saw it at the beginning of the broadcast, but we're looking at it right now. Thanks to our videographer, Kyle Sanson, for that shot. It's just amazing here every time.
Yeah, red sky at night, sailor's delight, they say. It is a delight out here tonight. And then this is, by far and away, in my opinion, the most picturesque view here as we're looking at the downtown skyline.
Yeah, absolutely.
As well as at midfield, Waldman, number 4. He'll play it back. And Blakeman comes up with it once again. We are in the 9th minute here. Blakeman to midfield. To the near side this will go, and Blakeman once again will come up with it. Far side will be Wang chasing down after it. Wang getting around the defender. Wang still with it. He's got Cladstrip in front. Wang, and then taken away by the Mendon defense. Near midfield, but nothing but blue jerseys around as they'll send it on. To the near side this will go. That's Damani. And then kicked out of bounds, so this will remain Knight's ball as Damani to inbound. Damani, crosser. And Blakeman will scoop that up as he had a defender over, Santowski over there as well. Blakeman's been busy so far, and it's clear to say that it has certainly been Sutherland with the advantage on that side of the field.
Putting a lot of pressure early on in this first 10 minutes of the game, that's for sure.
Leahy on the far side. Mendon trying to get something going that'll roll out of bounds, and this will remain Vikings ball. As the train goes by here in the background. Oh, check from behind, and Blakeman able to come up with that. Blakeman to midfield. Headed. Far side, Wang will send it ahead. Cladstrip trying to get through traffic. He has it taken away. Now Mendon on the near side. Good defense there. Ian Bowen, 27, knocking that out of bounds. Ian West, number 14 for the Vikings. Waiting the official's word. Surveying his options. Pushes it in. Trying to get it to Hunjun Lee, number 11. Cladstrip, far side.
Good idea.
Yep, he did have Eric Wang. If he got that through, Wang would have had a lot of green behind him. Or in front of him, rather. Cladstrip, the slide. It'll be Bowen. Kicking it far side. 29, Henry Leahy. Leahy pushing it ahead. I beg your pardon, that's going to be Jack Leahy. Knights will reset. Wang on the far side heading it. And that'll go out of bounds over to the Vikings. Stick around. We got the mask break coming up, things we never said before. But during the mask break, we'll take a look at the highlights from the first matchup back on Monday the 2nd between these two teams. And that, I could say, was a thriller watching it all back today.
It was a completely different type of night, as you mentioned, cold and windy, but another just close game, 2-1 win for Sutherland, and some pretty remarkable goals too. So we'll take a look at those here just in about 7 minutes.
Yeah, as we're tonight live from Sutherland High School as we're in the 13th minute, 2-0 for the Knights. If you're just logging on, Cladstrip in the 3rd, Cladstrip at the 4th minute. In West. Mendon trying to advance here. And that'll go out of bounds. And what will the ruling be? We're going to have a corner kick.
Yeah, first corner kick for the Vikings. And going back to that game Monday at Mendon, too, just to clarify something. Unfortunately, due to the setup at Thornell, we were unable to live stream. So if there was any Vikings fans out there wondering why we didn't broadcast that game, that would be why.
Internet. that's what it comes down to.
An important part.
LeDuc sending it ahead in front. Opportunity here for the Vikings. Still a contested ball. The blast, a lot of traffic in front, and that's going to come out. So the Knights defense standing tall. Brady Albright, 23, as the possession here will still go over to Mendon. And we'll do this all over again. Albright inbounding. Wang just getting it out of there. And off to the races. That's Waldman trying to track it down. Blakeman comes way out to help his defense. For the Knights, that's Jack Leahy, number 8. Don Tabachian calling his name for the first time tonight. Good idea, could not get it through as Cladstrip in transition. He's out in front. Oh, trying to thread the needle. The shot on goes off the side of the net. Good idea as Akil Damani. Blakeman will cover up.
I think they're going to call offsides on that, but nonetheless, a great opportunity.
You are correct, Joel.
Heard that whistle, and we see it. Yeah, it's hard to tell from that angle, but maybe just a step or so ahead.
Kicking it, football 30-yard line. Back and forth we go as that'll be Jack Leahy sending it ahead. We'll try this again. This one looks onside, and then a good defensive play by Mendon to break that up as Wang was behind. That's Ian West, number 14, the defender, with a good play for Mendon.
Yeah, great play by West there. Just got position, used his body, was able to get that one knocked away.
Because if you're Mendon, 2-0 is not insurmountable. But you can't allow a third here. That would be kind of the idea, as we have the ball to be inbounded to the far side.
Yeah, we've seen some high-scoring games over the years between these two, so I wouldn't be surprised if this ended up 3-2, 4-3, somewhere in that range. The way that's going, I think we're on a good path to that.
And this will go over here to the Knights. About 3 minutes away from the mask break.
Good chance here on the set piece for the Vikings. Seem to be settling in a little bit more, creating more opportunities.
A lot of traffic in front, and that will come to the near side. Tripped up from behind, and yes, there's the whistle. Hunjun Lee getting tripped up on the place. This will remain Mendon ball. Lee. Off the set play.
Dangerous in-swinger here.
Lee's got a little bit of hook on that. Vikings coming in, trying to cut it to 2-1. And that'll be kicked out of their lead, holding it, and we get a whistle. And we have a Viking player that is down on the play.
Yeah, it looked like that shot attempt ricocheted back and just kind of came and caught him in the face. But
that's Nick Leduc at tile.
good to see him getting
yeah,
up there.
Leduc will get up.
Yeah, it was close range, too. As he put a lot on that shot, and it came right back and just caught him there right in the head. Shaking it off.
Yep, 15, looking back at the bench, and they're going to wave him out here. They want to just make sure that he's okay.
Yeah, go get him checked out. Played safe here. Smart move.
Noel Guerra, 17, will be the substitution for the Vikings. Clock stops 22:09 remaining in the first, so 2:09 remaining before that mask break. Or again, we'll have some highlights to show for you. Lundberg pushing it ahead. Goes all the way through as Blakeman safely kicks that out of bounds. Out of bounds. That's number 30, David Adelloy. The inbound. Cladstrip has it knocked away. Guerra, who just checked in, he's going to chase after it here. Sutherland trying to make it 3-0, and that goes over the football crossbar. And good opportunity there. It goes high and wide.
Just let that one go. Good try there. Just sailed a little high and left.
Blakeman to midfield. So Mendon, if they want to get something going, not a lot of time to waste here, as we got 20 seconds before the mass break. On the far side. In front, the shot, and that goes wide. This will go. That's number 8, Jack Leahy. Upended Anandaraja.
Nifty little pass there.
Yeah. This is number 10, Will Field. Sending it ahead, and that will go wide. And it should bring us to the official timeout on the field. Well, they'll let it go on here. Yeah, indeed. This is the official mask break as we have 19:13 remaining here. In a first half that saw 2 goals by Dylan Cladstrip at the 3rd and at the 4th minute. And And you see our beautiful skyline here in Rochester. Team Battaglia, Joel Balthaser.
Take a look at those first game highlights.
Absolutely. This was Monday night, November 2nd. You can watch the entire game on YouTube, the production of Varsity Media. As this goal from Mendon getting things started. That's Don Tabechian. This at the 5th minute, 1-0. It looked like this would hold up until the half, but this is going to come in late.
This move right here.
Yeah, this is off a long sequence after a corner kick. And Ryan Patron with his second of the season from Dylan Cladstrip, again, at the 39th minute, so the closing minute of the first half. 1-1 was our score. We're thinking we're going to go to overtime, right? It's going to be Cladstrip getting in behind the goaltender. Henry Waldman with the assist. That comes at the 79th minute. And Sutherland picks up win number 8 on the season to move to 8-1-1. That was win number 7. They would win their 8th against Canandaigua. Final score in that game, 2-1. And for the Vikings, rebounding, okay. They got a tie this past Thursday against Arcadia. Before the Sutherland game, the Knights had won 3 straight over Arcadia, Canandaigua, and Athena. Which is impressive considering that Athena defeated Sutherland for their only loss this season.
Another tough team. And you got to think, this game feels like a good warm-up for both teams with sectionals beginning next week. Obviously, today's the final regular season game. But facing off with each other, I don't think records, I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think records matter all that much for either team at this point. But just a good tune-up game for the start of sectionals, which kicks off next week.
So some time for some strategy talk here with the mask break. Hopkins, the head coach of the Knights. Hurley, the head coach of the Vikings.
Two great coaches that have done a phenomenal job with both of these programs year in and year out.
Yeah, this is a Sutherland team that has won 2 of the last 3 sectionals, getting to the state Final 4 before as well. So they've got the makeup to make another long run here. But the first thing first is just make sure you take care of business here tonight and finish the season strong.
Yeah, they got off to a great start. Obviously, 2 goals in the first 4 minutes, less than 4 minutes of play. It's kind of settled down after that, but they've still created more opportunities. They've had 2 or 3 other good chances since those goals. So if you're Mendon, you just got to kind of slow that. I mean, one thing I've been really impressed with is the speed of that front line of Sutherland. Really tough to defend, but got to slow them down a little bit and keep creating more chances if you're Mendon on offense too.
So we'll see who they give the possession here to, as we're at the midway point of half number 1, 21st minute here. And it'll be a Blakeman to send this in. Good header there by Bowen. On the near side. That's number 10, Field. Field double teamed, trying to work his way through. He was held on that play, clearly, and he'll still remain. Oh, they're going to actually roll it over.
Yeah, tough break there. Like you said, a little hold on the play, but turns the ball over to Mendon. It's not a foul if the ref doesn't see it, right?
No. Ian West, number 11, Hunjun Lee. He's now trying to send it far side, tracking down Tabachian, number 4. Out of bounds, this will go as number 5, Jack Gutch, getting some action here for the Knights. right along the far end line. And that'll be kicked out, so good idea by Mendon. And then Daraja. Yeah, and it'll be Lundberg to grasp it. Nicholas Lundberg now will wait for his team to get in position. Kladstrup coming up with it, sends it to the near side. Good defensive play. Sutherland, however, gets it right back as that's Leahy knocked out of bounds. Again, Ian West, number 14, just showing some great defensive skills for this Mendon team.
Yeah, he's kind of been all over the field so far, making some great plays.
Field, nifty footwork, sending it in front. That's going to be headed out. And Leduc Attil. So remember, Leduc came out of the game. He's back in. Push from behind there is, that's going to be Henry Leahy. Leduc, near side, out of bounds, and this will be Sutherland ball. Whistle. As a substitution on the far side coming out, number 4 Henry Waldman and Nikhil Damani, number 9, checking in here for the Knights.
Big throw.
Damani, 2 defenders around him. West pushing it up near side. Sarbaduk over there to help out. Here's Mendon in transition. Feed just out in front. Tracking it down here will be Sarbaduk in the far corner. Sarbaduk comes up with it. Sarbaduk in front, and it's just a little too strong.
It's a good opportunity, though. That's what Mendon just needs to keep doing.
Nicholas Lundberg. Headed in front. Leduc will leave it there. Sarbaduk. Good tackle by number 27, Ian Bowen. Sutherland trying to advance. Midfield, and that will roll. Field trying to get to it. Also over there was 14 Kladstrup. Feed in front. Mend the defense there. Good kick by Sarbaduk. Defense right there by 30, David Adelecki. Adelecki keeping that play alive somehow. This is 7 Sarbaduk. Sarbaduk ahead. Leduc. Leduc looking to feed it to somebody. Nothing but blue around him, and that'll be kicked out of bounds.
A good battle there along this side, all the way down the field. Mendon's going to earn a corner kick.
Yep, second tonight. Which that's kind of a win for Leduc. He really didn't have any options there on that play.
Not really. No.
Leduc sending it in front and then cutting it off. Lundberg says not right now. I think we give him the save on that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. To Bachian, and he'll knock it out of bounds. Substitution here. And Don Demiri will check in, number 10. As coming out once again, that'll be Nicholas Leduc, number 15. We're at the 27th minute now. Tracking this down, Sarbaduk trying to split the defense, but that defense getting it back and a lot of room in front as Edelecki will push it forward. Kicking it through.
Just like that.
Oh! Wow, it was nearly a beautiful end-to-end play, but keeping the play alive is Kladstrup. Kladstrup centering pass, and that's broken up by the Mendon defense. Some end-to-end action here. 2-0 remains our score.
It's going to be a corner for the Vikings, but what a sequence back and forth on both ends of the field. It's just got one end of the field, and it seemed like about 3 seconds. Just a lot of action.
So the Knights, their first corner tonight. So Kladstrup here. He's got both goals. Can he get an assist now? Let's see.
He almost had a third goal just a second ago, too. That was a goal-saving defensive play.
That would have been a SportsCenter top 10, as that's going to be headed, bouncing, and goes off the crossbar, which is out of bounds. And that will be Viking ball. I don't think we could ask for a nicer day here on the first full week in November.
No.
Shot. Blakeman, save. Big stop by Blakeman. Had a lot of English behind it. Keeping this game 2-0. Debachian. Getting tripped up. Good defense. Kladstrup.
Lets it go.
Kladstrup walking in. Kladstrup shoots! And it just rolled wide. However, it wouldn't have counted anyways.
That was close. Yeah, he tried to hold up as much as he can. And here's that play just before it. That point blank just rocket. A great save.
Oof.
But yeah, as you mentioned, what an amazing day for November. I mean, we're used to seeing some snow on the ground, some 30, 40 degree weather, and this is just gorgeous out.
No question.
A few more days left of this too. So start of sectionals and even into that first weekend should be pretty comfortable.
Fingers crossed here.
I want to jinx it.
Out of bounds. This will be Sutherland ball.
Can actually look down at Matt Trable for Channel 13 wearing the shorts as usual and say he's probably not cold this time.
I don't think he's ever cold.
I don't think so.
That's
maybe a little more comfortable today.
If you ever go to a Section 5 game and you see a guy in shorts, that's him. I don't know if he actually owns a pair of pants. Blakeman puts that high into the air. Everybody on this side of the field here with a kick coming up here for the Knights. Matt Nixon sending it in, headed out, kick high, and with the attempt, that was Jack Leahy. Looking for his 9th of the year, the co-captain, just sending that wide. That would have given a commanding 3-0 lead, but our score remains 2-0.
Another good attempt here, head out by the Mendon defense, and just a little too high when he got a hold of that one. There's a good chance.
Yep, just an unforced error leading to this opportunity. Is it onside? Yes, it is. As Sarbaduk looking for some help. Now the defense gets back, and then, whoa, just walking out of there. That's going to be David Adelke.
Great defensive play right there. It looked like it was going to be a walk-in one-on-one attempt there. And just a better defensive play.
checking in. Back once again, 27, Ian Bowen. Coming out, Jack Gutch, the senior, number 5. Kick high into the air, Blakeman dangerously in front. Wow. That was number 9, Akil Damani in front. Blakeman able to get that away.
Sutherland just keeps getting close and close.
Bowen to inbound. Bowen, high throw, header back. The kick, and again, that'll be out. Going over to the Vikings. We're at minute 33 here tonight. And this will be Sutherland ball. Bowen to inbound. Bowen the feed. It's Leahy in front. Blakeman trying to track that down, coming on out. Now he'll retreat as his defense helping him out in the far corner.
It was well played over there. I couldn't see the numbers, so I had a hard time seeing. But just a good job of stopping the momentum there for Sutherland. Had a couple chances.
And this will remain Mendon ball. Under 6 minutes to go here in the first. Mendon inbounding to Bachian. As it knocked away out of bounds. Albright inbounding. Brady Albright sending it ahead to Bachian, the header. Kicked out, and that's Cladstrup chasing after it. The defense there, I believe that's aide Zachary Hukowski. Hunjun Lee sending it back. Lee. The feed ahead goes to the team captain, Anandaraja. Under 5 minutes remaining here in the first. And this will be a kick coming up here for the Vikings.
Entertaining first half of play.
No doubt. If you're just logging on, goals at the 3rd and the 4th minute by Cladstrup. That's been our score here tonight, 2-0. Sarbaduk. Kept in by Miranda. Andrew Miranda ahead this goes as Anandaraja has it knocked away. Bowen is over there. Bowen doing what he can to push it ahead and not get that corner kick. Ball kept alive here by the Vikings.
He's getting a little physical too, as we expected, certainly by both teams.
Lee reversing it to the opposite side. Bowen trying to buy a little space is Bowen. He'll send it back safely to his keeper. That's the smart play as Cladstrup make that. Lundberg will send it ahead. And we have a player tripped up. Slow to get to his feet is number 10, Will Field. He'll be fine.
Battle there up front with Cladstrup, and can't make out the number right now for Mendon, but they've been kind of going back and forth all game.
Blakeman will track that down. I believe it's 14 Ian West. It's almost what do they say? If, like, you're playing Lamar Jackson in football, you got to put a shadow. You got to put a shadow on Dylan Kladstrup. You got to count for him at every place.
Looks like he's got a clone out there.
Yeah.
Going wherever he goes.
Well, if you're Pittsford, you want to just get here to the half, maintain this lead. Mendon certainly remembering that Sutherland scoring goals in the final minute of both halves back on Monday night.
Yeah, I can assure you Sutherland probably doesn't feel comfortable enough with a 2-0 lead for sure.
Brady Albright, 23, sending it ahead. He'll get it back. Trying to kick it out of there. Nobody home as Adelecki will send it back to his keeper, Lundberg. Lundberg pressured a little bit, so he'll have to dish it off. Opportunity. And
it might scoot out for a corner.
I thought it wouldn't, but indeed that's going to be a corner kick here coming with 1:35 remaining. Clock rolling on here in this first half.
Just a little bit of a miss hit, had a little spin on it, and a corner kick opportunity here for Sutherland. They've been getting close on these.
Second corner kick tonight this half. So Kladstrup again will do the honors here. Kladstrup sending it ahead dangerously in front, and it's going to be punched out of there by Blakeman. Saved by the Mendon goaltender. And out it'll come, and off to the races. This is going to be Tebetchian, and Tebetchian had the defense getting around him, so he'll just send it back rather than give up the possession. Headed by Anandaraja. Kladstrup, 360 move, sending it ahead, and that will still be alive, and the ruling, it's going to go over to the Vikings. As down there was number 9, Akil Damani for the Knights.
Look at that punch away real quick by
Blakeman.
So get back to action, 10 seconds to go.
Kladstrup on the near side, centering it in front. He had Field right on in front, couldn't connect, and the horn will sound. What a half, though, for the Knights. 2-0, you see the score, and it nearly was 3-0 there. A few opportunities. It would be worse if it's not for Milan Blakeman, the keeper for Mendon, as we will take a short break. Don't log off. As halftime very short here, so opportunity to go grab a snack. We appreciate you watching here during the dinner time hour. Gene Battaglia, Joel Balthaser here on Varsity Media. Our score at the half, the Knights 2 and the Vikings 0. We'll be back here in 10 minutes.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area's leader in sports media production. We specialize in live streaming.
Cuts inside. Touchdown, Red Devils. Rosin coach Greg Murphy. There's you. What a move. And the foul.
Videography. And photography. Covering all sports at all levels. We feature aerial photography and videography, college recruiting videos, live streaming of games.
Patience offensively against this excellent defense. Now the shot's fired. How about that? Right into the top of the cage off the stick.
Be second down and 3. Handoff this time right up the middle. And B.J. Clark is gone for the touchdown.
School events, graduations. Varsity Media is available to cover a game, a tournament, a season, or any special event.
Talk to us a little bit about what went through your mind, how you prepared for that to run such a fast speed.
Currently, spectators are limited at events. Let Varsity Media bring the event to your fans. Contact Varsity Media today for more information. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone at 866-577-1950. Varsity Media is the tri-state area's leader in sports media production. We specialize in live streaming,
Cuts inside. Touchdown, Red Devils. Rosin coach Greg Murphy. There's you. What a move. And the foul.
videography, and photography. Covering all sports at all levels. We feature aerial photography and videography, college recruiting videos, live streaming of games,
Patience offensively against this excellent defense. Now the shot's fired. How about that? Right into the top of the cage off the stick.
Be second down and 3. Handoff this time right up the middle. And B.J. Clark is gone for the touchdown.
school events, graduations. Varsity Media is available to cover a game, a tournament, a season, or any special event.
Talk to us a little bit about what went through your mind, how you prepared for that to run such a fast speed.
Currently, spectators are limited at events. Let Varsity Media bring the event to your fans. Contact Varsity Media today for more information. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone at 866-577
As we're getting ready here for the second half, we welcome you once again to Pittsford-Sutherland High School. Tonight's matchup, the showdown between Mendon and Sutherland. Gene Battaglia, Joel Balthaser with you here on Varsity Media. If you're just logging on, well, first of all, welcome. Glad you found us here tonight, as it's been Dylan Kladstrup with both the goals tonight. Goal number 11 and goal number 12 on the season for the All-State player. The first one coming in the 3rd minute, second one the 4th minute. And I will give some credit here to the Mendon defense here, particularly their keeper, Milan Blakeman, because on a few of those corner kicks, there were some opportunities later in the half that could have made the margin wider.
Yeah, he's had a great half, and he's really kept them in this game after that fast and furious start from Kladstrup and the Knights. Mendon started to settle down a little bit after that, and they created a few chances, but it's been fairly heavy towards the Knights so far in this one.
So the Vikings breaking the huddle. Their head coach, Mark Hurley, in his 5th season. And certainly he knows Sean Hopkins well, the head coach of Sutherland. In fact, all these kids know one another. So this is not just one for the record books. It's a little bit of bragging rights as well. And you've been a part of many of these broadcasts here. This is my first go-around for boys soccer, but in particular when it comes to basketball, lacrosse, and any of the sports here. Lacrosse, of course, is the unified team, but I'm thinking of basketball, how that game is always a special thing.
Yeah, the Rainbow Classic, as they call it. It's if you've never been to a Rainbow Classic, Mendon versus Sutherland, they do the girls' game, then the boys' game at U of R. It's maybe one of the most exciting atmospheres you'll ever see in a high school sporting event. It's just amazing. Incredible time.
Yeah, the U of R, the Palestra is certainly just a fun venue, too.
Yeah.
Some old-time basketball.
And it sells out every year, too. You get both schools, student bodies from both schools that attend. Obviously not this year. But, yeah, it's we've been through 3 of those now, and it just gets more exciting every year, I think.
Sarbaduk is going to take it on the far side. And that will go out of bounds, and the ruling here will be for Sutherland. As picking it up will be Lundberg. And again, we just wish you were here, and we're certainly seeing the numbers of people watching online tonight. The regular season finale. And getting knocked down was Field. This will remain Knights ball. Matt Nixon, number 26, one of the starters here tonight. Puts his hand into the air. Nixon sending it ahead. Had it out. And that kick high and wide by Ryan Petrone. Had one of the goals earlier in the week. Boy, if you go back to that final minute, the 39th minute of the game on Monday, well, for this Sutherland team, they're on a 9-0 run, 10-0 run overall here. So last 10 goals here in action for this Sutherland team as they won against Mendon 2-1 on Monday. And then on Thursday, a win over Canandaigua by a 6-0 score. And here today up 2-0, looking for more as Field puts on the brakes. Field, and he's going to be tracked stride for stride by Brady Albright. Brady Albright, what a battle here. Field dishing it off. And Mendon thwarting the rally as it'll be 15, Leduc.
It's pretty incredible, that number 9 in a row. 9 straight goals for Sutherland is pretty impressive, no matter who you're playing. And they're probably playing their best soccer of the year heading into sectionals, which is where you want to be.
No question. As that will roll out of bounds, Field taking a look at it. This is number 8, Leahy. Knocked away, and it will not be a corner kick. It'll be simply inbounded here. Quinn DeCesar, number 7, to Caesar, sending it ahead. Gladstrup is the player you got to watch, number 14. That's sent to the far side, the header. Waldman chasing it down in the corner in a battle with his number 4 counterpart, Tibetjian. Held in on the far side by Bowen. Good footwork. That's number 15, Leduc. Leduc putting on the brakes, dishing it off. Mendon in transition. And that'll be broken up as Bowen getting back. Bowen sending it over to 29, Henry Leahy. Henry Leahy in a battle with Lee on the far side. Sarbaduk. Number 4, Tabachian. So Mendon advancing, trying to get a little spark here going for the Vikings. Again, 5-2-3. So whatever happens here tonight, they'll finish the season with a winning record. The kick sailing high and wide.
Well, they're starting off the second half a little better than the first half for sure. Seeing a lot more possession. Got a shot there, obviously a little far out. Just got to give it a go sometimes, but you need to hold possession, I think, a little bit more to kind of settle this game down and get back into it.
Nicholas Lundberg, and that'll bounce out of bounds. We are in the 46th minute here tonight. Second half. Kicked out of bounds by Albright. So Ian Bowen to send it in. Bowen pushing it in. Gladstrup. Sending it wide. The cartwheel attempt and looking up at the sky. Dylan Gladstrup looking for his third of the night.
Now that would have been Sports Center top 10. The bicycle attempt by Gladstrup as the ball just bounces right in front of him. You see just leaning back. Perfectly legal, and it goes wide, but wow. What an opportunity.
Well, we'll have to wait until the calendar turns to 2021 to see where Dylan Gladstrup will continue his soccer career at the next level. But you can be assured that there are Division I programs that are interested, as that shot will go high and wide.
Yeah, somebody's going to be getting a pretty special player there, Gladstrup. One more look at it here. Just a bit wide. Great opportunity, though.
I wonder if he's ever gotten one of those bicycle.
You don't see that too often in really any level, but certainly not at the high school level. That would have been easily the goal of the year, I would say.
Mendon accidentally pushing it out of bounds. This goes back to Sutherland.
So one phenomenal bicycle kick this last winter with the Rochester Lancers.
Field with the shot. Blakeman will make the save in front. Field had a defender right on him, so couldn't do much. That's going to be headed out of there by Waldman. Quickly back. Shot. And it's going to be the third of the night. There it is, the hat trick for Dylan Gladstrup.
Taking advantage in a perfectly placed shot here.
Go to the goal, number 14, Dylan Gladstrup.
As you see the head in. Stop with the turn. The right foot blast, and keeper just didn't even have a chance.
You can't do much there. Let's give a little credit to Waldman on that play, too, for starting that, breaking up that clearing attempt by Mendon. Third tonight for Dylan Gladstrup. 13th of the season. Clad strip on the far side. Just some exceptional skills.
There's another opportunity. This Clad strip with possession. We'll flick on.
Field. But the defense there by Hutkowski. And that's they're going to get the forearm there on Anandaraja.
One more look at that goal, and you hate to say any game's over, and I don't think it is, but the way this game is going, 3-0 seems pretty insurmountable, but still 31 minutes to go. It just seems like everything's working tonight for Sutherland.
It's only the second time this season that Mendon has given up 3 goals in a game. Excuse me, no, this is the first time, I beg your pardon. They've given up 3 goals this season.
Yeah, this is a very good Mendon team, too. So it just kind of adds to how impressive this performance is so far for Sutherland. I expect to see both of these teams making a strong push in sectionals this year.
Well, pre-pandemic, Dylan Cladstrip actually went overseas, got some work over in Spain. Talking with Sean Hopkins, and whistle out of bounds. The All-State player here tonight. And if this is going to be the last regular season game on this field, and it will be a memorable one for sure. Leahy keeping his balance. Now he'll send it ahead, and that'll be cut off by Blakeman. Blakeman gets some leg into that. Midfield knockdown. That's 7 to Caesar, sending it to the near side. Lee tripped up from behind, keeping his balance now. Lee pushes it to the far side as Mendon trying to advance. Trying to get something going here is Sarbaduk. Didn't like what was ahead. We'll reset. Albright here. Let this one go. As we are now in the 51st minute here tonight. Albright. Cut down by Bowen. The kick just going over the top of the crossbar. Substitutions as checking in here will be Noel Guerra, 17. As coming out will be Anandaraja and Tabechian. Also back in Nicola Ducatil. Opportunity. Here's Hutkowski, and that is knocked away as the defense getting back for the Knights.
Yeah, that was a good play, too, because it was a 3-on-1 opportunity there for Sutherland. Just a little quicker on the ball there for Mendon. Saved what could be a pretty good opportunity there for the Knights.
Yeah, Hutkowski doing a good job there.
We'll start seeing Mendon probably push up a little bit more, try to create some opportunities, so you're going to have those counter opportunities if you're the Knights to try to sneak behind the defense.
Rolling to the far side, knocked out of bounds. He's calling for a corner kick, Jack Leahy, and they're going to give it to him. So the third corner tonight coming up here for the Knights of Sutherland.
Yeah, earned that one.
So
quick kick this one, yeah.
Yep, Wilfield just getting it in. Now here's going to be the header attempt. Knocked around. Oh, that looked like that was a handball. Yeah, yes, absolutely. Simon Goldstein with the handball. He's upset. He knew it right away.
Yeah.
Not much you can do.
Unlucky there. Just both players battling the ball. It just bounces up as we take a look here, and the ball gets bounced around a few times. Knocked off the foot here and off the hand. So yeah, it's a pretty clear call there. Just an unlucky break for the Vikings.
Boy, and you know who's going to take this one. It's going to be Kladstrup. Kladstrup against Blakeman. Kladstrup looking for his fourth tonight. The kick. And he gets Blakeman to commit his fourth goal of the night. And this one coming with 27-12 remaining.
Yeah, just easy work there for Kladstrup. The little stutter step, and if you're a goalie, you just got to guess at that point. Puts it right in the far right corner for his fourth of the night. Very impressive.
Coming at the 53rd minute here.
Well, just what I was saying, out of all these Mendon-Sutherland games that we've covered, there hasn't been a blowout in any of them, and sure enough, I guess it was bound to happen. But as I mentioned, both of these teams really good, strong teams that I think are going to make a good run in sectionals this year.
Well, you could say it was Kladstrup, but the work by his teammates to set them up, to get the corner kick, to get the possession, just Field on that play helping out.
Yeah, certainly we mentioned him a lot tonight, and with good reason for the game that he's having, but this entire team has played well from back to front. So very impressive performance so far for the Knights. And, you know, if you're Mendon, you got to kind of chalk this one up to a bad day and get ready for sectionals.
Kick on the far side as Lee watching that go. So we're 6.5 minutes away from the mask break, roughly. Kladstrup, and they'll roll out of bounds. I would think that would be your lead story on the news tonight here if you're going to do your Section 5 highlights. Sutherland's Kladstrup, 4 goals in a game.
I think with Channel 13 here, that would be a good guess as to what their lead might be for high school action.
And they will rule this over here to the Knights as Jack Gutch to inbound. Bouncing it on the near side. Bowen. I beg your pardon, that's going to be 25 Patron. Ryan Patron goes out of bounds. So for the 4th time tonight, we'll have a corner kick. And setting up the design play, it'll be Kladstrup. Kladstrup. Patron is down low. The header high into the air, and it goes out of bounds.
Subs coming on, take one more look back at that penalty kick. And easy doing there for Dylan Kladstrup. Make it 4-0 Sutherland here on, we've said it a bunch of times, if you're not here, if you're watching from out of state, I know it's hard to believe, but upstate New York, it was about 65 degrees at kickoff. No snow on the ground, people in shorts. It's been great up here.
Back into the game for Mendon, number 4, Dominic Tabachia, and also the defender, number 25, Jacob Lieberman. As the Vikings trying to advance, instead this will be Akil Damani. Damani with the defender right there. Damani cutting it to the center of the field. The feed far side. Knockdown in front, and Blakeman with the player tumbling right into him. Able to make the save, Milan Blakeman. The senior will boot it out of there. As Adeleke pushing it back to his keeper, Lundberg. Whistle. So they'll move the spot here just a little bit ahead. Brady Albright to kick this away for Mendon. Sarbaduk has it taken away. Now the Vikings get it back as Lee will have it on the far side. Good defense by Sutherland. That's Patron getting in there, blocking that. And that ball will go wide, and watching that roll out of bounds will be Lundberg. It'll be a corner coming up here for the Vikings. Nicholas Leduc-Attil, shaken up earlier in this game, came right back in. He's going to send this ahead. Mendon looking to get on the board, and that's going to go right on top of the net.
It's just been that kind of game for Mendon so far. Just a little mishit there. Ball sails right. You know, again, you can't think about this one too much. You got a couple days just to get ready for first round of sectionals. So finish out this one and get ready and hope to play better in the next one. And they're also playing a very good team too. That certainly has a lot to do with it as well.
Good play as pushing it ahead. Putting on the brakes and sending it back. That's Lieberman, who just came into the game. Sarbaduk. Leduc has it. Leduc knocked away, and that'll be out of bounds. Jack Gutch with the defense for the Knights. We're in the 58th minute here tonight. Just logging on. 4 goals by Dylan Kladstrup. It has been his show here tonight, and his teammates doing a great job as in his 4-0 lead for the home team in the navy blue, the Sutherland Knights. Out of bounds, this will go. We'll try this again. Lieberman will just send it ahead. Lieberman, good defense, knocked away. It was Leahy with it. Gutch pushing it up ahead on the near side. Not a lot of room there to work with for Damani, so this will come back ahead for the visitors from Mendon. Lieberman sending it in. Kicked high into the air. And then coming out to knock that away was Lundberg, cutting down the angle. That will go out of bounds. Nope, they'll be held in. Our next whistle will be the mask break here in this second half. Kladstrup with it. He gets tripped up, sending it back, and Kladstrup will be okay.
Looks like a pretty clean tackle, but they're going to get the whistle there on Mendon, so sets up a restart here for the Knights.
David Adeleke, Adeoin. Good kick. Oh, getting it to Kladstrup. Kladstrup, 2 defenders around him. Sending it ahead, nobody home on the opposite side. There's 15 Henry Vogt in there.
3 defenders on him, but still dangerous. Got that opportunity to get the ball across the goal. There's no one home in that opportunity. I'll take the mask break, yeah.
Yep, that comes with 18:59 remaining. Our 3-minute break. So we'll step aside just for a minute here. Don't go anywhere, as we'll see the final minutes of this game. 18:59 remaining here in the second. 4-0 Sutherland leading here on Varsity Media.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area's leader in sports media production. We specialize in live streaming,
Cuts inside. Touchdown, Red Devils. Rosin coach Greg Murphy. There's you. What a move. And the foul.
videography, and photography. Covering all sports at all levels. We feature aerial photography and videography, college recruiting videos, live streaming of games,
Patience offensively against this excellent defense. Now the shot's fired. How about that? Right into the top of the cage off the stick.
Be second down and 3. Handoff this time right up the middle. And B.J. Clark is gone for the touchdown.
school events, graduations. Varsity Media is available to cover a game, a tournament, a season, or any special event.
Talk to us a little bit about what went through your mind, how you prepared for that to run such a fast speed.
Currently, spectators are limited at events. Let Varsity Media bring the event to your fans. Contact Varsity Media today for more information. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone at 866-577-1950.
I want to thank everybody for watching tonight, and if you want to tweet at us, or better yet, give us a follow, Varsity Media, as tonight probably bringing you this game. And I want to thank all the fine folks once again here from the Pittsford Athletic Department, including the AD Scott Barker tonight. Just having us out here, it's great to be able to provide you this service and allow, which I know you want to be here, and certainly we feel that. And logging on is the next best thing here, and supporting these kids here tonight that are playing really hard.
Yeah, and you mentioned it. I mean, thanks to everybody at Pittsford and really across Monroe County. Everybody has just made our job so much easier in being able to bring these broadcasts. And a big shout out to our videographers. We have about 15 to 20 different videographers covering all these games, and they have just done a phenomenal job, including Kyle tonight, who is our videographer tonight. So just want to give a shout out to our crew as well for really hustling this year and covering all these games.
Yeah, good job, Kyle, tonight. Really appreciate the ability here. My camera work, I'd be shaking the camera all over the place here. As after the mask timeout here, and again, this has been the Dylan Cladstrip show tonight. 4 goals, and here's going to be Field trying to dribble through, but that's going to be booted out, and we'll do this all over again. Quinn DeCesar to inbound.
I pictured you with a steady hand running a camera out here.
Maybe we can, do the opposite day.
Yeah, we'll switch roles. We'll get Kyle over here at play-by-play next game.
Kyle can take the mic. And I'm looking, and off the timeout, it doesn't seem that Cladstrip is out there. So this is Sean Hopkins giving some other players, some other seniors here some time here.
Yeah, good opportunity before next week to get some more experience for some of these other players. You never know who you're going to need them. Never know if there's going to be an injury and somebody needs to fill in. So more playing time you can get everybody, the better.
Kick going through, speeding through, but the defense getting back. Trying to get it through to Ryan Petrone, but that was Ian West, number 14, with a good defensive play. Nifty dribble there by Anandaraja. Anandaraja sending it ahead, and then a big save. Wow, I thought he was out of position, but getting down low. How about that save by Lundberg?
Great save. I thought they were going to get the foul before the shot, but you're right. Incredible save. We'll take a look at the next whistle when that action on both sides.
Yeah, the final outcome may be decided, but these boys are still playing very hard to the final whistle.
Yeah, there's going to be no let-up between these two teams, either side.
Field. And that'll be a win for the Vikings, getting it away. But then tripped up will be Henry Leahy, 29.
Here's that sequence before. I saw a nice little through ball. I think Sutherland may have gotten oh no, he did get the ball first.
Well,
Player goes down, and then the big save on the other end with the feet. Nice kick save.
15 and a half remaining here tonight. Substitutions as checking in Andrew Miranda coming in place as Samuel Bellis. DeBetchian. Damani feeding it ahead. 23 Albright knocking it away. This will be 15 Henry Vogt on the far side. And it'll be pushed back here to Blakeman. Blakeman sending it ahead to Endon Demiri. In transition, trying to track this down will be Lee, and that'll be knocked away. Matt Nixon with the defensive play, and this will not be a corner. Lieberman to inbound. Headed out of there. 6 Miranda, the header himself. Field heading it out. And the play by number 9, Akil Damani, to get it out to midfield. High into the air. Whistle. And getting up there, Noguera. He seemed to take a little bit of an exception to that tackle by Henry Lay.
Yeah, a little bit chippy here as time winds down a little bit. And, you know, both teams playing hard. It's part of the game. Dangerous ball in front.
And that will bounce through. Bringing this up, Lundberg. And that'll be the question really now. Can Lundberg preserve the shutout here?
Yeah, no doubt he's got that clean sheet on his mind at this point. Start ticking down to about 10 minutes to go. And win is number 1. At this point, you know that's in sight, and you want to keep them scoreless.
You know, the 8 wins so far in the season, half of them for the Knights have been by shutout. And I think we can call this one tonight. If I'm kind of like in the spirit of things, we're going to call things in advance here.
think that's a safe bet.
Yeah, so this would move Sutherland to 9-1-1 on the season. As checking out will be Henry Leahy, checking in 27 Ian Bowen. Gutch has it taken away. This will be in Demiri. In transition, here come the Vikings. That shot from way out will sail, and we need a ball to keep it going here. Hopefully somebody has a ball. Yep, there it is on the side of the net. Whistle, and this will remain Sutherland ball. So Lundberg will be the guy moving forward. Matthew Nixon, who's a defender, he helped out for a little bit this season as a keeper. And then it'll be Carter Kladstrup, you would think, is the next man up next year for this team. A big save, the rebound, and it goes off the side of the net. Lon Blakeman knocking that one down to keep this a 4-0 game. Substitution. Samuel Bellows will check in for 15, Nicholas Leduc. Oh, it is Carter. Okay. Now we see. Thank you for somebody who texted in. It is indeed Carter Kladstrup in goal.
We do have people listening.
Yes.
That's good.
Thank you very much.
Goalie change at the mask break.
Yep. Pushing it ahead. This will be 9, Damani. '27, Ian Bowen with it. Will Field with it on the far side. Field, the long kick. As we're down to 8:38 remaining here tonight. And now lots of substitutions as you see them coming in. See if we can get everybody in. William Leahy checking in. Rohan Kaplish checking out. 25, Ryan Petrone also checking out. Akil Damani. So Sean Hopkins emptying the bench here tonight, getting everybody involved. Now a little bit of rest before sectional time will begin here for this night's team. Vikings pushing it ahead. Can Mendon get on the board here tonight? That's Miranda pushing it ahead. Victor Cipher getting the touch there for the Mendon Vikings. Bellows. Far side to Cypher. Cypher knocked off the ball. Held in here by Mendon. That's 22, Goldstein. Demiri. Nobody home in front as that'll be knocked away. The kick and that save will be by Klatstrom.
I'm starting to get excited for next week. Sectionals, especially that first round, there always seems to be an upset here and there. I'm looking forward to seeing which teams prevail. So many good teams around Monroe County in Section 5. Looking forward to a great week. We'll be covering a lot of those games for everybody who is not on the pass list. Hopefully you can get a chance to watch it at home.
And now more substitutions. Look like ready to check in will be Spencer Johnson, 21. Well, I thought he was coming in there, but we'll have to wait. You can see the students on the far side. Everybody wearing the mask. I mean, that's it has not been an issue for either of these schools, many of these schools too. Everybody abiding by the rules.
Yeah, abiding by the rules, and you notice a lot of the players even out there with them on. They're allowed to take them off if they don't feel physically comfortable. And I don't know the correct term, but if they don't feel comfortable wearing it, or but you see a lot of players out there, a lot of goalies wearing them, so they know you got to follow the rules if you want to keep playing. So far so good.
Advancing the long kick, a little too much behind it as we're nearing the 5-minute mark remaining here tonight.
Certainly the students have played a big part in being able to have a fall season at all, and want to commend the hard work of all the schools and the athletic directors around Monroe County as well. The tireless hours that they put in, and Scott Barker here at Pittsford is one at the forefront of a lot of those decisions and those committees. So hats off to them for even allowing us to be able to bring you these games. Just a lot of work has gone in and continues to go in, keeping these games going, and these kids safe, most importantly.
Appreciate everybody watching and then writing in to Varsity Media as Will Bowen did. 27 Ian Bowen is a boss at right back. Hashtag Roll Knights, hashtag Varsity Media.
I love it.
Thank you for watching, logging on. And as they say, the best is yet to come here with sectionals coming. And if you're Mendon, that's the thing too. Just forget about this.
Yep.
You can get right back at it.
I don't think these teams are separated by 4 goals. That's for sure. I think,
No.
like you said, if you're Mendon, move on to the next one and get back out there and see what sectionals brings for you.
But since Monday night being down 1-0 in the 39th minute, this is, if we're doing it like a basketball kind of stat here, this is now a Knights team that has gone on a 12-0 run since Monday in scoring.
Yeah, certainly one of the favorites you would think in sectionals. The Greece Athena, we mentioned that battle that they had earlier, is always up in there. There's a bunch of teams that could win it. It's just exciting to see who's going to come out on top.
And there is the aforementioned Ian Bowen. Yeah, special salute to all these seniors here tonight as and tripped up. Defense there by Zachary Hutkowski for Mendon. This will be Knights ball with 2:52 remaining. With the loss, Mendon will drop to 5-3-3 on the season. So that wall being formed. Pinopalos to let this one go for the Knights. Harry Cross, 17, is out there as well. Pinopalos sending it ahead, and that's just going to go wide. Blakeman watching that go wide.
One thing I've been impressed with this year, too, with the season is, shortened season. It got started later than normal. Off season was a lot shorter, and you would expect the play would be a little sloppy to start, and then as the season moved on, it picked up. But right off the gate, we've seen teams in mid-season form, and it's just been very impressive to see the level of competition with everything else going on beside, outside of the game.
Pushing it ahead, that's going to be 7 to Caesar. Nifty footwork there by Brady Albright. Albright's had a good game. Albright sending it ahead on the near side. Mendon fighting until the last second as Sam Bellows beating it in front. That defense collapsing around, and Cladstrip will come up with it. We're under a minute to go here, and we have an injured Knight down on the field.
Yeah, it was a hard collision there. Trying to see who's down for.
That's 11, Jonathan Carney, senior.
Good collision there. Hopefully he's okay over there. See the trainer coming out. Hate to see that with under a minute to go in the game. Hate to see that anytime for sure, but you just want to come out of here if you're both teams getting ready for next week relatively healthy and ready to go.
Yeah, we have just 37 seconds remaining, as it'll be Carney getting to his feet and the parents, spectators here tonight. To the near side. .25 seconds remaining. Dylan Cladstrip, 4 goals tonight. His brother in goal here as well, and a 9-1-1 record now for the Knights. And nope, there won't be any states this year, but they could finish strong here in sectionals for sure. Team to watch. As the applause coming and the horn will sound. Your final score here tonight, 4-0, behind 4 goals from Dylan Cladstrip. Joel, your final thoughts here tonight.
Well, you can't be anything but impressed with the Knights, with their performance today, from not only from Cladstrip, the entire team. They came out firing. They had most possession in the first half throughout most of the game, and come away with a 4-0 win over a very good Mendon team. You got to leave here impressed. On the flip side, if you're Mendon, we've been talking about it all game. Forget this game, move on. You're a lot better than the score showed here tonight, and I think they're going to make some noise in sectionals too. So I think we're going to see both these teams moving on pretty far in sectionals.
Yeah, the sectional scheduled to come out on Sunday. So where will we be doing the streams? Well, follow us on social media. We would appreciate that on Twitter at Varsity Media, varsitymedia.net. Thank you to everybody involved in the broadcast tonight. Again, to everyone here at Pittsford-Sutherland, including Athletic Director Scott Parker, thank you very much for all your help. Our videographer Kyle tonight, for my partner Joe Balthaser. My name is Gene Battaglia, and thank you for logging on. We appreciate your viewing here tonight as Sutherland wins their regular season finale by a 4-0 score over Mendon. This has been a production of Varsity Media. Have a good night, everyone.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area's leader in sports media production. We specialize in live streaming.
Cuts inside. Touchdown, Red Devils. Rosin coach Greg Murphy. There's you. What a move. And the foul.
Videography. and photography. Covering all sports at all levels. We feature aerial photography and videography, college recruiting videos, live streaming of games,
Patience offensively against this excellent defense. Now the shot's fired. How about that? Right into the top of the cage off the stick.
Be second down and 3. Handoff this time right up the middle. And B.J. Clark is gone for the touchdown.
school events, graduations. Varsity Media is available to cover a game, a tournament, a season, or any special event.
Talk to us a little bit about what went through your mind, how you prepared for that to run such a fast speed.
Currently, spectators are limited at events. Let Varsity Media bring the event to your fans. Contact Varsity Media today for more information. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone at 866-577-1950.